मधुबन के भी फूल खिले हैं। धरती जागी अंबर जागा, धरती जागी अंबर जागा, तुम भी लाडलो जागो, मेरे लाडलो जागो, जागो जागो जागो। डाल डाल पर पंछी बोले, कानों में अमृत रस घोले। डाल डाल पर पंछी बोले, कानों में अमृत रस घोले। प्रभु मिलन का यही समय है, प्रभु मिलन का यही समय है। ब्रह्म मुहूर्त है, जागो मेरे लाडलो जागो, जागो जागो जागो।
Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba, for waking me up at this beautiful Amrit Vela. Your hour, godly hour. To have a beautiful to meet you, be with you. To empower myself, to get everything I want in life, to reach my soul purpose. Amrit Vela, Sachinam Vadyai Vichar. And I'm here to be with you. And to get a beautiful experience. So it's praise. Right now. Even right now, just saying good morning to you. In a split second, I'm already with you. Takes a thought. You are just a thought. I allow you to fill my mind. sentient light energy, life force. This is me. And this. So as I hold this vision in my mind, I'm holding a union with you in my mind. Me, twinkling point of light, energy, life force that resides in this body. This body that I have come to believe as me, and that I forgot my true identity. And you have awakened me, made me aware of who I am that needs to meet you. Vai prapat manukh deho gobind milan ye teri bari. It is me in this human body that has to meet you, to understand and fulfill my soul purpose, and to live this life empowering me purposefully and beautifully with all your virtues and right now, at your hour, dawn the early morning hours of accurate Brahma Muhurat, I'm here to connect to you, to be with you, to bask in your love, in your peace, in your energy, to become one with you and to talk to you. Good morning, Baba. Thank you, Baba. Mera Baba, Pyara Baba, Meetha Baba. These three qualities. Knowing that you are mine and with me. Knowing that you are loving, ever and ever sweet, no matter what I do. I want to be like you, Baba. Ever loving, ever sweet, ever there for those who need me. Ever there for everyone. And every morning I wake up, to restart a beautiful day, to be with you, to have a conversation with you, to have a union with you. Thank you, Baba. Without your care, I wouldn't be able to even feel your presence. Thank you for choosing me and making this lazy mind aware of you, wakeful. naughty children, sometimes we don't know and feel the best. But you tell us the gyan you give us is the best. Make me feel that. Make me obey you in every way. Make me so empowered so that I may do exactly what you want. I allow you to do with me as you. I give my mind to you. I give my body to you. I give my wealth to you. Serve man, tan, pan. For what is mine when I am yours? मेरा मुझ में कुछ नहीं, तो तेरा तुम पे क्या लागे मेरा? Do everything that is already yours, so that I'm detailed in being with you. Being in union with you, I can enjoy this role play and remain the detached actor rather than get involved in issues in my life, in relationships and situations. Realize that I am but on the and I give that I forget who I truly am. It reminds me when I hear your words every morning and when I wake up to connect with you, and all day whenever I think of you and connect with you, remember you, remind you. And in those moments and seconds, I am in union and empowered. My life's destiny will change and changes as I remember you. All I have to do is remember you, be with you, talk to you, give all my negativities, all my vices, all my, and take your love and energy and power to purify myself. Oh Baba, sweet Baba, Be with me all day. Come to me when I forget you. Make me remember you. I allow you to do that. For you are always there for everyone anyway. But our own minds forget that. So we stop receiving your energy and your blessings and your love. So remind me all day, every day. Remind me to remember you. Will my thought to make me what you want me to become? Make me like you. So that all my relationships will be beautiful and loving. Thank you for the beautiful life you have given. Thank you. I'm filled with gratitude for such a healthy body, such a healthy mind, for the knowledge I have received from you, to be able to empower myself in every second of every day with you by my side. I'm everything. Thank you is not enough. I'm your sweet child. I'm your blessed child. I'm so lucky to receive and hear your words and know what you're saying to me. And I allow you to touch my subconscious and unconscious mind. Change it. Make it the way you sent us in the very first lifetime. That I may be able to live even more purposefully, powerfully, in union with you. As I stay with you in Paramdam and talk to you, receive your love and light, and be filled by it. I allow your rays to spread out below and envelop the entire Sarvatapala. Every soul on earth needs you. And because as a soul we are closer to everyone. That's why. And meant you ask us to serve the world. But only possible through connection with you. So it is your rays of love and light and might that I redirect from me, that I receive also to the entire touch every soul on earth, especially the souls in with me, with whom I have come. all karma. Clear. To send love and light, especially to Bharat and Thailand, where I reside, in my role play. It's when I'm in Paramdam and I'm with you, then I belong to everyone, and everyone belongs to me. And yet, I reside in the body. The body has its karmic bondages. Baba, keep me away from body consciousness. Place me in soul and God consciousness. Allow this conscience that I am to be ever loving and peaceful and joyful and content and pure like you, with all the powers to face anything, to accommodate anything, to withdraw and pack up when needed, to discern, to judge accurately myself and what I do, to know that who I am so that I remain loving, to cooperate, to face all your beautiful powers, to tolerate, have patience. You are the only purifier, the only liberator. And I'm blessed to know you and to be with you. So, so blessed. Nothing in life is more beautiful than you. Tu hi koi nahi. You are my everything. You. Sajanara, mera sajanara. Nikat koira, mera sajanara. You are standing so close to me. Your presence takes away all the sadness and brings in all the joys. Jiske sir upar tu Swami, so dukh kaisa paave. As your rays of light spread to all the souls in the world and all the souls with whom I have karmic bondages, I serve my family members as well. My father, my mother, my in-laws, my children, my spouse. May they wake up to you and gain. May I represent you well and be the means to wake them up. We all need your powers. We all need your virtues. We all need you so much. I also spread your love and might to my body to keep this host, this body in which I reside, ever healthy, ever wealthy, wealthy with your knowledge, and wealthy with wisdom, and wealthy to live exactly the way you want me to live. Every cell and organ in my body supports me and is healthy and safe and flexible to serve, be. I spread your love and light to envelop and surround my home, to protect it from negative vibrations. Jeez. I spread your love and light to the 5 elements of nature. They are here to support us. Spread your love and light to the kitchen and all the kitchens from where we eat and drink water, to purify all the food and water and medicines and supplements that we take. Feel your presence and the presence of all the angels. Thank you, Baba, for showing me the presence of all the angels too, who support you and support me. Brahma Baba and all the advanced parties, all the religious leader souls, and all those beautiful angels that are out there with you, supporting me, supporting all of us, sustaining the earth. I feel their presence. Thank you. I receive multifold, and I send out multifold. Each ray of light for each one on earth. Billions of rays of light from you, serving everyone. This Amrit Vela and every Amrit Vela about me and you, serving. And you remind me to do the drill every morning, my 5 forms, so that I remain empowered. I am a point of light. I'm a deity soul. I'm a worship-worthy soul. I'm a Brahman. I'm an angel. Worship. Jyoti Bindu. Devi Devta, Pujyayo, Brahman, Frishta Atma. Point of light, form, deity form, worship-worthy, corporate, and everybody worships the idols. Brahman, this beautiful life that I have with you, this one life that I have with you in the diamond age of Sangam. At the end of this life, to be an angel, to serve with you. मैं ज्योति बिंदु देवी देवता पूज्य Brahman Frishta Atma. मैं point of light, deity, worship worthy, Brahman, angel soul. Spin this chakra cycle of time. Baba says to spin it, so we know who we are. We know the Gyan, and we know. Become Trikaldarshi, past, the present, and the future. So we're not afraid. And you know you can't fear. It's the fear of the unknown that eats people. But I know. And I know that I belong to you. know you're there for me. And you have told me my history and geography. Knowledge supports. And right now, as I stay with you in Paramdam, I listen to your beautiful words as you talk to me, as I remain with you and with all the angels. Om. You are with me and no one else. Om Shanti, I am a peaceful soul. Om Shanti, you are a peaceful soul. Om Shanti, we live in this world of drama. And we are here right now as soul, with Supreme Soul, listening to his beautiful words. Sweet children, the essence. You are listening to new spiritual things from the spiritual Father. You know that just as you souls have come here having changed your forms, so the Father has also come in the same way. So we are with Baba as soul, and he is also here with us. What title can you children, little children, claim if they pay great attention to the explanations from the Father? Answer, that of a spiritual leader. So Baba is making us spiritual leaders. It isn't easy to wake up at Amrit Vela and take his power and serve the world. Anyone who does that is a spiritual leader, whether the world knows it or not. If the little children do something courageous and pay attention to the things that the Father says, and they explain them to others, everyone will give them a lot of love. The Father's name will also be glorified. So we are glorifying Baba's love as well as getting the blessings and love of everyone that we serve, consciously or unconsciously, or subconsciously. Song, leave your throne of the sky and come down to earth. So this is a song we sing, Baba, come to earth. And definitely he comes, because we cannot praise God if he didn't do anything. The reason we praise him is because he does come and he serves for 100 years. He serves non-stop, all 5,000 years, every cycle of time. But for 100 years, speaks to us and liberates us and changes the world and creates heaven. It takes him just 100 years to change Iron Age into Golden Age. And no one, no other soul can do this but him. No great messenger has been able to change Iron Age to Golden Age. So it's time for Baba to come and do so in this beautiful Sangam Diamond Confluence Age. And before we read the whole Murli, let's just listen to his dharana points. So he gives 2 dharana points every day. Essence for dharana. Remove this dirty old world that is like cow dung from your intellect. So he's saying, it's stinking and smelly like cow dung. Remove it from your mind. अपने मन से ये दुनिया को निकालो, क्योंकि ये मूत्र जैसा है, बाबा बोल रहे। Remember the golden aged world and maintain unlimited happiness and intoxication. So Baba says, to think about the future of the golden age. Itna sundar hoga, how beautiful we will be as deities, and how happy we will be, unlimited happiness. Baba says this masti mein rehna, stay in this intoxication and never cry. Rona nahi hai. Number 2, imbibe the deep and entertaining things that the Father tells you and then explain them to everyone. Claim the title of a spiritual leader. जो बाबा बता रहे सबको बताना और leader बनना है. Blessing. May you be an easy and natural yogi and remain free from any bondage of karma while performing karma. So natural yogi बनने के लिए we need to be free from any bondage. So as soul consciousness, detached observer, we can continue to perform our daily activities, karma. Mahavir children, so he's calling us Mahavir. Mahavir children cannot be pulled by anything attractive in the physical world. So Baba knows there are lots of attractions. He's saying, don't get pulled by that. They make themselves detached and loving to the Father in a second. So एक second में हम बाबा के साथ जुड़ जाते हैं प्यार से और दुनिया से अलग, न्यारा. As soon as they receive a direction, those who experience being detached from their bodies, bodiless, soul conscious, free from bondage, and yogiks are easy yogis, natural yogis, constant yogis, karam yogis, elevated yogis. वाह, कितने टाइटल्स दिए हैं बाबा ने आज कि अगर हम सोल कॉन्शियस मतलब आत्माभिमानी, देही अभिमानी होंगे तो हम ये सब एक्सपीरियंस कर सकेंगे. The moment we remember we are souls and everyone is a soul and we are with Baba automatically and we can't do wrong then, because in that stage, in that state, and that's why Baba wants us to be natural yogis, constant yogis, karam yogis, elevated yogis, easy yogis. They can focus their thoughts and their breath in remembering the Father. Then every thought, breath is still, we can take a few breaths in a minute, but thoughts, every second, how many thoughts you have. So with every thought and breath, remember Baba, the Lord of life, because He is the owner of the breath. We don't know when we're going to leave this body. So He's Praneshwar, the Lord of life, whenever they want, for as long as they want. So they can focus their thoughts and their breath in remembering the Father, the Lord of life, Praneshwar, whenever they want, as long as they want. Baba ने ये हिम्मत और ये दुआ blessing दे दी है कि हम जब चाहे बाबा को याद कर सकें और detach होंगे. Thank you, Baba, for such a beautiful blessing. Slogan: to be seated on the elevated seat of a constant and stable stage is a sign of a tapasvi soul. Yes. As we remain seated in Param Dham, we become tapasvis. And now for the Murli, as Baba talks to us. Om Shanti. Baba. Om. Baba always starts the Murli with Meethe Bacche. The children called out and the Father responded. Meethe Bacche. Because we call, Baba, where are you? What do you children say practically? Baba, come once again into the kingdom of Ravan. Yahan aao, this Maya world. There's also the expression, the shadow of Maya is cast once again. Ravan is called Maya. So the Ravan that we burn is ye hamara, the 10 vice, all our 5 vices and the 5 senses that we perform there. All this is Maya, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar, algae, anger, lust, greed, attachment, ego. And its branches, all Maya. This is why they cry out. Nobody wants to be sad and depressed and all these mental traumas in the world. All this is here in the Kal Yuga. It isn't there in Satyuga. So we call out. It has now become the kingdom of Ravan. So come here once again. We need you, Baba, to get out of this hell, this Iron Age. There is a lot of sorrow here in the kingdom of Ravan. We have become very unhappy, sinful souls. The Father is here in a practical way. The children know that. That same Mahabharat war is once again here. In the Mahabharat war, just as Arjun faces his family, we face our karam with our Laukik family and Alaukik family as well. So ये सब कर्म का बंधन है जैसे महाभारत है. The Father is teaching knowledge and Raj Yoga. People call out, O Supreme Incorporeal Father, O Supreme Soul, come from the incorporeal world and take a corporeal form. अपने सिंहासन को छोड़ के आओ. कहाँ हो आप? We call, no? हमने पुकारा तो बाबा आए. Change your form. The Father explains that you too are residents of the place that is the great element of Brahma, or the incorporeal world. So Baba has heard our callings and he comes. And he tells us that we lived there and we live there in the incorporeal world. जहाँ पांच तत्व नहीं है, बाबा के साथ हम वहाँ रहते हैं. We live there with Baba. You have also changed your forms. No one knows this. So Baba says, आप लोग भी अपना ज्योति बिंदु रूप धारण कर लिया, अपना शरीर छोड़ लिया. So we also are points of light right now, sitting in front of Baba. So we've changed our forms too. An incorporeal soul comes and takes a corporeal body. That is the incorporeal world. This is the corporeal world. And the other is the subtle world that is separate. It is in your intellects that you come here from the land of silence, the land beyond sound. When the Father has to create the new creation, he first creates the subtle region. It is only now that you go to the subtle region. So वो सूक्ष्म वतन बाबा ने बनाया, जहाँ ब्रह्मा बाबा जाते, advanced party जाते. So he creates this angelic realm because he needs his angels to help him serve. It is only now that you go to the subtle region. You will not go there again. When you first come down, you don't come via the subtle region. Sida, we come straight to Satyuga. You come here directly on earth. You can now go to subtle region and come back. Sirf only in this Sangam Yug, hum farishta bante hain. You can go to subtle region and come back. It is not a question of going and coming by foot. It is you children who have visions. Baba ne bataya, visions dwara hum kar sakte. You can also have visions of the incorporeal world, but you cannot go there. You can also have visions of Vaikuntha paradise, but you cannot go there until you become completely pure. You cannot say that you can go to the subtle region. You can have visions of it. There are Shiv, Baba, Dada, and you children. Look how you children are listening to new spiritual things. No one in the world knows these things. Although they speak of the incorporeal world, they don't know what it is like. First of all, they don't know about souls. So how could they know the incorporeal world? The Father comes and first of all gives you the realization of souls. So Baba आके हमको जागते हैं और बताते हैं कि हम आत्मा हैं. You are souls. You have changed your form. That is, you have come from the incorporeal into the corporeal. हमारा अब हस्ती है. We have a body now. You souls now understand how you experience 84 births. You souls are filled with all of those parts like a record. He told you all of these things previously. He, the Father, says, I now tell you deep, entertaining things. You now know what you previously didn't know. New points enter your intellects, and this is why you are quickly able to explain to others. The tree of Brahmins continue to grow day by day. It will then become the deity tree. Jo Brahmin, so Devta. Those who are Brahmins are the ones that become deities and become angels. So, what a blessing. The number of Brahmins will grow. Baba says, and this number has to grow. It is very small to look at. Just as when you look at India on the world map, it appears to be so small. In fact, India is very large. In the same way, it is said for knowledge. Man Manaba, that is, remember, Alpha. Oh, so today Baba is saying, because Paramdham is so far, it seems very small, but actually this is just as India is looking so large. India is, in the world map, it looks so small, but it is so large. And in Golden Age, that is the realm. So Manmanabha, we stay with Baba. Baba is also Alpha. The seed is so tiny and the tree that grows from it is so big. This Brahmin clan is also small and it will continue to grow. It is in your intellects that you are Brahmins at this point and that you will then become deities. How beautifully Baba talks to us. So stay with Baba in Soul World and listen to his words. The picture of the ladder of 84 birds is very good. Your children can explain that those who take 84 birds are the ones who come and understand this. Some take 84 birds and others take 80 birds. You at least understand that you belong to this deity clan. So whoever comes first, second, third, in which lifetime we will enter the cycle of time depends on our karmic accounts. So Baba says even Satyugi souls, some take 84, some take 80, because everybody doesn't get full 8 lifetimes. In Satyug, full 1,250 years. Some get lesser years depending on our effort. You will belong to the Sun Dynasty clan. If you fail, you come later. Not everyone will come together. Although many take this knowledge, everyone will not come down together. They will go back together and come down a few at a time. This is something to be understood. So hum sab ek saath वापस जाएंगे. How could everyone take 84 birds at the same time? You call out to the Father to come and tell you the knowledge of the Gita once again. This shows that he comes and speaks the knowledge of the Gita when the Mahabharat war is to take place. This is called Raj Yoga. You are now studying Raj Yoga. Baba comes every cycle and gives us knowledge every 5,000 years. तो बाबा आते हैं हर 5,000 साल में एक बार राजयोग सिखाने. We listen to the story of the true Narayan, do we not? Where did they come from and where did they go? No one knows this. The Father knows, and so the Father explains. Children, the shadow of Ravan is cast over you. Now, according to the drama, the kingdom of Ravan has to end. In the golden age, there is the kingdom of Rama, whereas at this time, it is the kingdom of Ravan. You understand that no one else in the world has the knowledge that you now have. Why? Because we listen to Baba. This is our new study for the new world. They have written the name of Krishna in the Gita, but that is an old matter. We are now listening to new things. They say that they have never heard it said before that God Shiv speaks. They have always been hearing it that God Krishna speaks. So Baba corrects this, that it's not Krishna who speaks the Gita, it is God who speaks the Gita. But we confused Krishna with Baba because we thought Krishna is God because we didn't know. So Baba comes and clarifies. Krishna is the Prince of Satyug, worship-worthy, beautiful, the most pure deity. And we are waiting to go play our roles with him and become like him. You hear everything new for the new world. So Krishna is also a child of Baba, just like all the religious messengers as well. God is separate. You hear everything new for the new world. All of you know that Bharat is ancient. However, when was that and how did the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan continue? How did they claim their kingdom and where did it then go? None of this enters the intellects. What happened that their kingdom came to an end? Who gained victory? They don't understand anything. They say that the golden age lasts for hundreds of thousands of years. It is impossible for Lakshmi and Narayan to rule a kingdom for hundreds and thousands of years. In that case, there would be many Sun Dynasty kings. No name is mentioned of any of them. No one knows about the 1250 years or how long the kingdom of Lakshmi Narayan continued. No one knows this. And so now, how could anyone know anything of hundreds of thousands of years? No one's intellect works. So in सब के बारे में कोई नहीं जानता, सिर्फ बाबा जानते हैं. Only Baba knows. Who's the detached observer? He's only one who doesn't play a role, so he knows everything. You little ones can quickly explain this is very easy. So saying we are small, but we are smart. This whole story is based on Bharat. The people of Bharat were kings in the golden and silver ages. They are the different images. It was 5,000 years ago, but they speak of hundreds of thousands of years. वो 5,000 को लोगों ने hundreds, thousands of years banaya. The father says, the stories of 5,000 years, it became the kingdom of Lakshmi Narayan 5,000 years ago. There was their dynasty and then had to take rebirth. When you little girls just explain this much, people will think that you have studied this knowledge very well. No one apart from the spiritual father has this spiritual knowledge. You would say that the spiritual father has come and given you this knowledge. You know this from Baba, no? Souls listen through their bodies. A soul says, I'm becoming so and so. Human beings don't realize this self. The Father has made us realize ourselves. I, the soul, take the full 84 births. When you sit and explain such things, they will think that you have very good knowledge. God is full of knowledge. They sing, God is knowledgeful, blissful, the liberator and the guide. But no one knows where he's going to take us. You children can explain this. The spiritual father is knowledgeful. He is also called the blissful one. When people are unhappy, he comes and liberates them. There is one kingdom of Ravan, it is said, heavenly God the Father. The kingdom of Ravan is called hell. When you sit and explain this knowledge to people, they will quickly tell you to go and tell it to others. However, you have to imbibe this very well. There is a magazine with the exhibition pictures in it. Understand these pictures well, and a great deal of service can then be done through them. This child, BkAmarjit, can go to London and explain to her teacher. So today, Baba has taken the name of BkAmarjit. You can also go and do this service in London. There is a lot of cheating in the world. Ravan has made everyone into cheats. Children can explain the history and geography of the whole world. For how long did the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan continue? Then from such and such a year, there were the eras of those of Islam and Buddhists and the Christians. So Baba says, telling about the cycle of time. The tree of the variety of religions has grown and become so large. Other religions come after half the cycle. When Shri Jayanti Man relates such things, they will say that she's a spiritual leader and that she has spiritual knowledge. She would then say, this knowledge is given in India. Spiritual God, the Father, is giving it. He is the seed. This is an inverted tree. The seed is knowledgeful. A seed would have the knowledge of its tree. This is the tree of the variety of religions. This is called the deity religion of Bharat. Meaning before all the religions came, that is in Satyug and Treta, in Golden Age and Silver Age, was the deity religion. And then in Copper Age, we split up into many religions as each leader came. First, there is the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan, and then there is the kingdom of Ram and Sita. So in Silver Age, it is Ram and Sita. They continue for half the cycle, and then those of Islam come. The tree continues to grow. This child should go and give lectures and explain how the tree emerges. So when Baba is talking to this child, he also means each one of us, because his Murli is for everyone. We can explain how the world cycle turns. There isn't anyone else abroad to do this. This child should go and explain that is now the end of the Iron Age and the Golden Age is about to come, and they will become very happy. And can you imagine how at that time these little girls and little ladies who had not been abroad and they had to go and give all this knowledge abroad, how they must have wondered ki kaise hoga ye seva and all that. And today, look, the whole world and in London especially, there's such a beautiful retreat center, so much land and so big Baba's services all over the world, not just in London now. So at that time, no one knew, but see, Baba knows. Baba shows you methods, so pay attention to them. Little children receive a lot of respect. When little children do something courageous, they receive love from many. The Father feels that if you little children pay attention to these things, you can become spiritual leaders. Only the spiritual God Father sits and gives you this knowledge. It is a mistake to call Krishna God the Father. Anybody in a human form is not God. God is incorporeal. He has no human form. Every body, every soul that comes in a body, whether it's Krishna or Brahma or Saraswati or any of the Devi Devtas, the deities, or any of the religious messengers, they are all children of God. God is incorporeal. He never has his own body. All of our souls are brothers and he is the Father. When everyone in the Iron Age is unhappy, the Father comes. When it is the Iron Age again, the Father has to come to establish the Golden Age. Ancient Bharat was the land of happiness. So this is Baba's role, to create heaven. It was heaven, and there were very few people. So where were all the rest of the souls? They were in the land of peace, in soul world. You should explain in this way. There's nothing to be afraid about in this. It is just a story. A story is told with happiness. How the history and geography of the world repeat is also a story. You can also call it knowledge. You should remember this very firmly. So it's a story, but it is knowledge. The Father says, I, this soul, have the knowledge of the whole tree, which I repeat to you. The knowledgeable Father is giving knowledge to you children. So the 7 days basic course is coming from this knowledge that we received from the Murli. Every day Baba gives some knowledge and all that. So the basic course is just to kick off this knowledge. But as we listen to Baba talk directly, the knowledge seeps in day by day. When this child goes and gives this knowledge to them, they will say, also call others. Tell them, yes, I can tell them. Because people want to know about the ancient Raj Yoga of Bharat, through which Bharat became heaven. That is why heaven is associated with God. And we all thought heaven was not on earth, but heaven is on earth, just a different cycle, different time period. Someone should go and explain that. And it is Baba that creates it. That's why it is associated with him. What can the sannyasis say? Saying those people, the sannyasis of the world, what can they say? That spiritual knowledge is only in the Gita. So they go and relate the Gita. So many people read the Gita and learn it by heart. Is that spiritual knowledge? That knowledge is based on a human being. Human beings cannot give spiritual knowledge. You now understand that there is the difference of day and night between that Gita and the knowledge that Baba tells you. So the only reason we can give this knowledge is because we are getting it from Baba. The Father had given this knowledge, but they put Krishna's name. Krishna doesn't have this knowledge in the Golden Age because Vyas wrote the Gita in Copper Age, so he mixed it up. It's not Krishna, but Baba. Only the Father is knowledgeful. These are such tricky matters. This knowledge doesn't exist when the Krishna soul is in the Golden Age. He's saying, in Golden Age, Shuru Mein, this doesn't exist. They have tangled everything up. All of you can go abroad and glorify Baba's name. You can give lectures. Tell them, we can give you the knowledge of the history and geography of the world. We can explain to you how God establishes heaven and how heaven then becomes hell. Sit and write these things down and then check that you haven't forgotten any point. Then remember those points and also note them down. By practicing in this way, you will write very well. When you explain very well, your name will be glorified. Baba can send anyone from here to do service outside. It is very good if this one goes and explains to others. You can become very clever in just 7 days. Baba says anybody who receives this knowledge in just 7 days can become very clever. Imbibe the knowledge of the seed and the tree in your intellect and explain the details. You can explain very well using the pictures. There should be an interest in doing service. Your status will be very high then. The knowledge is very easy. This is a dirty old world compared to heaven. This old world is like a stinking cow dung topic. This is the golden world, whereas this is the world of cow dung. So Baba is comparing both the world, that is the golden world and this is the Iron Age is the cow dung. You children know that you will shed your bodies and become prince and princesses and that you will go and study in such schools. So ye sharir chhod ke, when the soul leaves the body, we will go to Param Dham and then become prince and princesses in Satyu. The planes there will be foolproof. If you children have this happiness inside you, you will never cry about anything. So Baba is making us happy that next lifetime we're going to go to Golden Age. So he says, don't cry. So when you understand, then you are not afraid of death and you're not afraid of the next life. You understand that you will become prince and princesses. So why should you not have the happiness inside you? Will you go to such schools in the future and do this and that? See, if we are sitting for an exam and the exam is very difficult, but we know we are going to pass and we know we're going to get A, we know the result before it's confirmed, then won't we be happy? So isi tarah Baba bol rahe hain, you know you're going to go to heaven, you're going to become Devi Devtas. So why are you sad? You should be happy even during your exam. We will go to such schools in the future and do this and that. Baba cannot understand why you children forget all of this. Kyo bolte ho, Baba bolte. You should feel very intoxicated. Acha. Baba says you should be happy. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost, now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. Or hum रूहानी बच्चे रूहानी बाप दादा को प्यार नमस्ते नमस्ते. तो धारणा और ब्लेसिंग और स्लोगन हम पहले भी पढ़ चुके हैं. तो ये हुआ मुरली का कंप्लीट. सो वी हैव कंप्लीटेड द मुरली एंड थैंक यू बाबा, थैंक यू बाबा, थैंक यू बाबा. So we just take drishti for a minute in silence as we stay in Paramdham. We're doing this guided Amrit Vela twice a week. But the other days, sit in silence and in your mind, keep the knowledge. Be with Baba. Shanti. Shanti. Thank you, Baba.
बाबा मीठे बाबा, प्यारे बाबा मीठे बाबा।
एक तू ही तो है बस हमारा, तुझसे रोशन है सबका सितारा।
एक तू ही तो बस है किनारा, प्यारे बाबा मीठे बाबा, प्यारे बाबा मीठे बाबा। मन में जो भाव तेरे लिए है, खुश हो के पुण्य किए हैं।
मन में जो भाव तेरे लिए है, खुश हो के पुण्य किए हैं।
तेरी बताई राहों को चुनकर खुशियों से वादे किए हैं।
मैंने जो चाहा मिला है, अरमानों का गुल खिला है।
जानता हूँ तू चाहे मुझको, दुआओं में रखना तू सबको।
मुझको तो है तेरा ही सहारा, प्यारे बाबा मीठे बाबा।
प्यारे बाबा मीठे बाबा। चारों तरफ है तेरा उजाला, तुझसे न दूर कोई है।
रिश्ता जो तुझसे अनमोल मेरा, तू ही तो मेरा कोई है।
साथ तेरा हर पल मिले तो मुझको है तुमसे प्यार बाबा।
दिल में मेरे सदा रहने वाले, प्यार से मैंने तुझको पुकारा।
ज्ञान का खोल दो तुम पिटारा।